So a lot of people have the question, what happened to the Chapman brothers? They were like this indomitable force, this part of ShortSaleGenius, and then you guys suddenly parted ways. What happened and what's the story now?
Well, we kind of like a bad marriage. We're going the wrong direction, kind of going different ways. Well, the long story made short is we got some counseling. We got some marriage counseling, back together, brothers connected. Basically what happened is both Trent and I were running a brokerage together, as many of you know. And it's difficult running a team when there's two leaders of the team. Exactly. I think it was like broke off and decided to do our own
Part of
things.
the time he thought he was in charge, part of the time I thought I was in charge, and there was things that we weren't accomplishing. And as we've been
The reality was I was always in charge.
It was probably true. But he didn't always know what he was doing. So for the past 18 months, we've been apart. And as we've been forced individually to grow our teams, Trent with a bigger brokerage experience, me starting just at my own brokerage, a few people on the team, it's been a really good experience for both of us to actually start fresh in this market, saying, okay, so some people call it the worst, real estate market in a long time, and how do you start over? And so
during this time, we've both been also training and teaching other agents. Focused still on teaching agents how to negotiate short sales, ShortSaleGenius, how to better convert their leads and make more the transition from being an independent agent to a team. And Sean, you've been working with other agents across the United States as well.
doing the consulting as well. And in doing that, I mean, we're obviously always revamping our processes. We're trying to find what's the best way and how do we adjust things to this market, because this market is totally different. You couldn't take the tactics and strategies that you learned 30 years ago or 20 years ago.
4 years ago even.
Yeah, and say, let's apply it to this market now, and it should just work fine because it worked before. And so, I mean, you just look at the pace at which social media has changed the playing field, and the pace at which, but there's a few things that still remain the same. So one of the things that Trent's put together and that I've put together are these groups that will help you to identify the things that you can do that will actually get you the biggest results. And in coming back together, reuniting and working together again, there's basically two things that we come together with, and so to speak, some gifts that we bring. And for me, the thing that Tori and I have been working on is our mastermind group. And for the past 18 months, we've been building it and growing it and brought together a group of like-minded individuals that are open, willing to share, and some of them are more successful than others. All of them have got to some level of success and are people you definitely want to rub shoulders with. We've got a top producing REO agent that's closed over 1,000 REOs in this market. We've got other top producing short sale agents that are in the group that have brokered hundreds of deals. The point being, we've got this mastermind group that we're doing for only 40 people coming up at the end of March.
I've gone with Sean and Tori down a list of people that are going to be there already. People confirmed that will be at this mastermind. And it's an impressive list. There's some heavy hitters. Some of them were ShortSaleGenius people. Some of them aren't associated with ShortSaleGenius at all. They've just been people that Sean and Tori have met through their various meetings. And they've brought them all together. It's going to be a powerful meeting just with those people there. But what Sean and Tori agreed to do, special for Trent and I, is allow us to invite some people to apply to get into the room on March
29th to the 31st in San Diego. Yeah, so it'll be actually downtown San Diego.
Sean and I will both be there. It's not just Sean and Tori running it. I'll be there with them, helping and participating as well.
Yep, and then Trent and Ryan have an event coming up end of April.
Yeah, April 26th and 27th in Anaheim. That's our 2-day event that we usually do. This one's different. A lot of you have been to our trainings, and in the past, you've noticed at each training, it's different. Do that, but it's not the same content. The reason is that we're always looking for what can we teach you now that's applicable to what's going on in the market right now. And I've not really revamped the ShortSaleGenius process for the last 4 years. It's been the same training system we've been offering to people since 2007. But now, the last couple of months, I've been working on updating all the processes. What do I actually do in my business today? The processes that I actually apply, and not the ones that I originally was doing in 2007 when I was first doing short sales. That was all new to me, new experience, new processes. But since then, I've tweaked and updated a lot of my systems and processes in my business. So I'm sharing during this 2-day event what I've actually changed in my business. What am I doing to eliminate problems and frustrations with buyers and sellers? How are we doing things so we don't have to escalate as often? And that's what we're sharing on the first day of this 2-day event, the 2-day workshop that we're doing.
The other thing that Trent's going to be doing is he's going to be laying out for you how to structure a team. And now you may think, oh, I don't need to develop a team. We're going to try and help you to see that you need to start thinking about this. This is serious. If you look at what Trent and Sean have both done, they've established teams. Now Trent spends.
That's the only reason I'm still in real estate. If I didn't have a team, I probably would have got out of doing short sales. It would have burned me out a long time ago.
So this is really important, but Trent's going to be showing you who you need to hire, when to hire them, how to bring them on, how to pay them, and how to know if they're the right person for the job. Now Sean and Trent have both learned this through the School of Hard Knocks, as they both had some revisions in their teams, but now they have really solid teams, and so they're going to be sharing how they did that at this April event. And then day two,
we'll talk about how we're doing a lot of our processes for converting leads. I've taken a totally new look at the way I look at leads coming to my business and how I quote unquote qualify them. And to give you a clue, I don't qualify them anymore. And this might shock you, but you'll find out why we don't qualify our leads anymore and what processes we're using to make sure we get the most money.
That's the oldest sales trick in the book, though. You got to qualify your leads.
You got to challenge the oldest sales trick in the book, though, to find out why it's limiting your success. So we're going to talk a lot about lead conversion and lead follow-up and how you can generate more leads on day two of that event.
Well, that kind of gives you a summary of kind of some of the things we've put together and some of the advantages of us having worked separately, now coming back together. And Ryan called me one day, and I remember he and I were talking about this, and it really resonated with him. He said, you know, it's kind of a bummer that we're not combining our resources and working on projects together, because we could be helping a whole lot more people that are both consumers, homeowners, and real estate professionals. And so it's really exciting for us to be back together working on projects that help you to do what you need to do in your business, which is you need to grow so that you have a business that's viable, that can last even past this market into the next market. And that's one of the things that some people are concerned about is, oh, well, ShortSaleGenius, SSG, or is this stuff going to be able to help me, you know, in the future? I mean, what if there's no short sales? And that's the exact question that you'll have answered when you come into the April meeting, as well as coming into the mastermind in March.
Sure.
Because the whole point and everything that I've learned in meeting thousands of agents the last few years, Trent can probably say the same, is no one agent has all the answers. You meet agents, they're pretty incredible, that have really awesome businesses, but no one agent has all the answers. And so your job as a business owner, and you're all business owners if you're in real estate, is to identify with the people that are like-minded, that have the success you want to have if you're still trying to grow. If you've already reached the pinnacle and you think you don't have anything to learn, well, you know, congratulations. You know, I don't know that is real, but if you understand that, hey, there's still room for you to grow, an opportunity for you to grow, you need to get yourself surrounded with people that are like-minded, that can help you get to that next level of success. And it's one idea at a time. And it's not learning tons of stuff. It's learning one idea that you can implement at a time. And I found the best way to do that is through the interpersonal relationships you can have in meetings where you get to actually associate with somebody, not just sit and be passive. And so that's why we've modified entirely. For those of you that went to the first trainings that we ever did, this is totally different. And this is part of the future of how you should be consuming information. And so we wouldn't be a complete video if we didn't mention Lee. And as many of you know, we were all together. We're all separate. We're moving back together. And Lee is obviously doing what he loves. He's helping consumers. Yeah, he's working on his program to be an advocate. And so, you know, he's out there teaching, doing that hard work that he's always done. And we wish him the best. But at this time, I don't think that he's coming to the next event. But maybe in a future event, we'll see Lee back, you know, being himself and doing what he does. But for now, we're excited to be back together.
If you want to apply to be in the mastermind, go ahead and click on the link down below, fill out the form, and then Sean and Tori will get back to you on whether you pass the qualification test. I don't know what the test is, but go ahead and fill it out.
It's rigorous.
And they'll let you know based on, you know, what you have to contribute to the mastermind. If you want more information on the event, click on the link below, go to our event information page, and you can find out and register for the event there for the Anaheim April 26th and 27th event.